Hello and welcome to the Coastal Living YouTube and podcast channel. My name's Drew Dellinger. I'm a realtor here in the Grand Strand area of South Carolina. The Grand Strand area is around Myrtle Beach. That may be the easiest way to understand it. You'll hear me in a lot of my videos refer to it as the Grand Strand area. But yes, I'm a realtor here in the area, and I have been doing these videos for a while now to try to just give back. There's a lot of the same questions that seem to come up over the years as I've helped clients. And I just hope these videos have been helpful. They've been fun for me, and I hope they have also been fun for you. So a little about myself. I moved down to the area about 20 years ago, and for the last 8 years, I have been a licensed real estate agent. I'm a very active agent, and this is my full-time career. I have sold over $100 million worth of real estate. No team, just me as of today in 2023. $100 million worth of real estate and helped hundreds of clients over the years. I humbly say that, but I do think it's important to mention it just so you know who you're talking to here and that I've had a lot of experience helping folks. So if you have questions about the area, please reach out. I understand that you may be in the preliminary phases of your search and are considering areas all along the coast. I understand that. I respect that. I'm a non-push type of agent, so don't be hesitant to reach out to me and think you're going to be overly sold and pestered from here. That's not my approach. And if you were to reach out to my past clients, I would hope that they would say the same thing. I just try to get all the info out there. I have a transparent approach. And hey, I'll be the first one to tell you if our area doesn't suit. I mean, you give me a list of your needs. We'll talk through your criteria, your wants and needs. We'll talk through your criteria, and I'll tell you what the area can do for you. I'm not going to try to overly sell you, like I said. That's not my approach. And hey, I have other realtor partners up and down the coast, or friends, I should say, and folks that have helped other clients of mine over the years of these other areas, whether they were moving out or, you know, just like yourself maybe end up in one of these other areas. I'd be glad to get you matched up with a realtor in one of these other markets that could help you. And again, if that's where you should land, if it's another area, great. Hey, I want you to be happy with wherever you end up settling at for your next relocation spot. So I want to throw up my contact info really quick so you'll have it and can reach out. Obviously, it'll be listed below, but please reach out if you'd like to talk through your situation and learn more about the area. And if these videos have been helpful to you, would you do me a favor and just maybe comment below, like, share, get it out there so other folks can have that same resource. I hope they've been helpful, and I do appreciate all the support. If you hit that subscribe button, you'll actually get a notification as my new videos go live. Maybe I'm discussing a topic that interests you or a community. If you'd like to get those notifications, please hit subscribe. It does help, and it does get these videos out there. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into today's topic and video now. And thank you so much. I look forward to helping you. Hey y'all, and good morning from the South Carolina Low Country. That's right, it is a great morning. It's beautiful weather outside. It's actually coming in. We're now into summertime, and the weather's just been, or I should say springtime. It's beautiful outside. So I'm gonna be talking to you today about Wachesaw East Plantation, which is one of my favorite communities in Murrells Inlet. It just has a lot to offer folks, a lot to cover, a lot to go over. This isn't one of the smaller communities I will cover. This is actually about 700 acre community. At least that's based on a Google search. They never lie, right? But you know, don't hold me to that. But it seems to be about 700 acres total between the golf course and the community itself. Wachesaw East is located right in the middle of Murrells Inlet, very, very close to everything, which is why I say it's one of my favorites. It's a great community that I love to go and explore and show folks when they're in the preliminary stages of learning a little bit about the area and where they want to land. Wachesaw East is a wonderful place to take a look at. So again, right here in Murrells Inlet, South Carolina, it's a gated community. It's actually located, if you're familiar with the Murrells Inlet Marshwalk, which I'm going to shoot some footage of the Murrells Inlet Marshwalk for you, show you some footage there. As I always do, I have footage of the community, video footage of the community and the Marshwalk, the beaches, Huntington Beach State Park, and some of the things we're going to discuss in a minute. But stick around if you can. You'll want to take a look at that video footage to help give you an overview of the area. So yeah, Wachesaw East, it's located about a mile from the Murrells Inlet Marshwalk. It is possible to take a golf cart to the Marshwalk. Legally, take a golf cart to the Marshwalk. You don't have to get on any main roads to get over there. It's a straight shot, and you do have to cross at a stoplight. But it's I would say it's a pretty safe trip over to the Marshwalk on a golf cart. Now, Wachesaw East is made up of homes and condos. There's various communities. There's actually 5 communities within the community of Wachesaw, and the two of the condo complexes, you very likely won't be able to have a golf cart there, but the rest of the community, the homes and the townhomes that have the garages, you could keep a golf cart. The HOA will allow you to have a golf cart. You can take it over to the Marshwalk. So it's about a mile from the Murrells Inlet Marshwalk from the front gate, and it's about a mile from the Wachesaw East back gate to the Wache Marina. For you boat lovers and folks that like to be able to be close to the marina, or just want to go over there and have a little bit of both, to have the salt water over by the Marshwalk and the more brackish freshwater over on the Intercoastal Waterway where the Wache Marina is at. You're very close to both of those. You have a front and back gate. The front gate leads you out to 17 basically, and the back gate is off of Wachesaw Road. Now, this community should not be confused with the private country club community of Wachesaw Plantation. Wachesaw East is entirely different, and if you search online, you may even see where it pops up Wachesaw Plantation East or Wachesaw East Plantation. These two communities are totally separate, and Wachesaw East is a public golf course, whereas Wachesaw Plantation, which would be across the street on the back side, is a private golf course, a private country club community. So don't confuse the two. Don't want you to do that, but Wachesaw East is a wonderful community. So jumping into what the community has to offer, we've covered the location. You know what? Before I go any further, let me finish with the location. I'm very sorry. I want to mention these two things. Wachesaw East is located extremely close to the hospital. It's actually right outside the front gate. You can get to the hospital, and then only about 3.5 miles to the Huntington Beach State Park, which is a wonderful asset we have here in Murrells Inlet, and I'm going to cover some footage of that. Please check out my other Murrells Inlet video. I don't want to weigh this one down to be too long, but please check out my Murrells Inlet video for more in-depth discussion on the Huntington Beach State Park and what all it has to offer, because it's a wonderful asset we have, unlike other areas up and down the coast. So I've covered the location. It's a wonderful location, convenient to shopping and golf cart to the Marshwalk, the marina, and all that. So I want to jump into the community. It is a gated community. The golf course is separate, and the golf course clubhouse is actually outside of the gate. So you won't have those golfers coming in daily to the community. So it is extremely private, and actually one of the few communities that has a security guard at the front. It's not just gated, it's actually gated security. There's a security guard there that is letting folks in and out so they can keep range, so you don't have to worry about a code going out and people getting in that way. So it does keep it a little more secure than some of your other communities, which is wonderful. And also, even though it's gated, it's one of the few gated communities that do allow motorcycles. Now, it's not a motorcycle community. I don't want to say that to mean what I mean by that is they allow motorcycles, and you'll have a few residents that do have motorcycles and will keep them in their garage. But if that's an important feature to you and you have a motorcycle, this is a good place to explore if you like still to be gated, because many of the gated communities do not allow the motorcycles. Like Wachesaw Plantation across the street does not allow motorcycles. So just wanted to mention that, if there are any of you that enjoy your bikes. So the community itself, like I said, 700 acres. It's a lot of foliage. If you're looking for a place where they haven't just mowed down all the trees, this is a great place to consider. Tons of foliage, tons of trees. It's a beautiful established type community. It's situated around the Wachesaw East Public Golf Course, and it just has many types of lots. You have golf course lots, you have waterfront, as far as like pond front lots, a lot of private wooded lots. So great lot locations in Wachesaw East. There's sidewalks throughout the community, which are set back off the road a good ways, off the, that would be Riverwood Drive that runs through Wachesaw East. And it's just a neat place to bike and walk. They actually have a fitness, it's like a fitness trail. They have like fitness stations set up along this trail, or this sidewalk path, whatever you want to refer to it as. And I just think that's really, really neat. I actually lived in Wachesaw East for a little while, and we just really, really loved our time there, my wife and I. So a great community. It's made up of homes, condos, and townhomes. So like I said, there's 5 communities. There are obviously the homes. You have homes that are off of Firethorn, which is, you know, if you're entering through the front gate on the left side. And then you have Fringe Tree, the Fringe Tree side. I'm using two different street names. You have that side of the community as well. And there's a main run that runs through, and it's kind of like a bowl, a circle around it. And then you've got various streets off of that. But you have your homes, and then you have 2 townhome communities. You have Grand Villa townhomes, and then also Shadowbrook. And townhomes meaning, I shouldn't really say townhomes, because then you're starting to get into classifications, and that wouldn't be the proper term to use, because they are considered still to be, I believe both of them considered to be HPRs, which is a horizontal property regime, which is more structured like a condo, but they have that townhome look, meaning you have a garage, you don't have anyone over top of you. You know, you share a wall with your neighbor, but you know, you don't have to worry about someone being above you or below you. So that structure, that design is why I say townhome. So it's got the condos per se, with the garages. And then you have 2 condo communities. So the condo communities are Winchester and Wingate. Both are very similar layouts. They're 2-level buildings, meaning you have a first floor unit and a second floor unit. All of the units offer a screened-in porch, which is nice. And actually in Wingate, some of the units do have detached type garages. However, they aren't throughout. Not every unit has one. If you would like to discuss that more, please reach out. I can give you a brief rundown of what that looks like. If you like the idea of a condo with maybe a detached garage, they have some on site there. But Winchester and Wingate, for the most part, that's where you would not be allowed to have your golf cart, obviously, because it's a condo building. And like I said, the townhomes and the homes. So you have all those within Wachesaw, which is why it's obviously 700 acres. It's a pretty large community. Nothing like Prince Creek. If you've been watching that video, that's 2,700 acres. So this is certainly smaller, but maybe look at it as a small Prince Creek. It has a lot of the same things to offer. A lot of those benefits and features that Prince Creek offers, Wachesaw East also does. So it's a wonderful place, like I said, to consider. Definitely check it out when you're here. There's various home plans. I mean, you have some small plans within Wachesaw East. You have, I mean, there's homes in there probably 1,400 heated square foot if you're really looking for a smaller house. But then there's also some much larger homes in there, over 3,000 heated square foot, maybe even 4,000 heated square foot. I mean, there's some larger plans within the community. So you have various options. The community was started back in the later 90s into the early 2000s. So most of the homes are going to be older. Well, older is a relative term. I'm probably considering where you may be coming from, but with obviously, I just wanted to mention there's no new construction within Wachesaw East like you're going to find over in Prince Creek, where you have you have some older homes and obviously brand new or to be built construction homes. Wachesaw East doesn't offer that. A wonderful place, like I said, to check out. I just want to jump into a little bit about the golf course. Wachesaw East is a private golf course. They do have a type of membership or maybe membership program, you should say, a reward type card you can buy to play golf there. They have a practice facility, driving range. I'm going to show you some footage of that, like I said, some video footage. But one thing that's neat about Wachesaw East is they have kind of like a pub / grill that's really nice. It's called Toasted Tea. think they have like some happy hours and things that go on there, and different days of the week. You know, I guess kind of similar to what TPC offers. You know, I've talked about how they have some Margarita Mondays and wine nights and things like that. Well, Toasted Tea does have some of those things, I believe. But it's a neat little place, neat little pub at the clubhouse, the golf course clubhouse there. So I wanted to jump into that, you know, to cover the golf course. It is public, but obviously very reasonable rates, and you'll have access to it, obviously being right there, right there outside the gate. So a very neat golf course. Was the golf course of the year back in, I believe, the early 2000s, and they used to have an LPGA event, a ladies PGA event at the golf course. So that's pretty neat. They've got some you know, photos and things in the clubhouse, so definitely go check that out if you're a golfer. So one thing I got to pick up on that I left off, and I am sorry, is the amenities. That's obviously important, the amenities within the community. So you have an amenity center at the very back of the neighborhood. It offers a pool and a gym. Not all these communities offer a gym. This one does. So you have a gym. It is smaller, but it has some free weights, machines. You know, it's a neat little, I think it's a nice little gym. And like I said, the pool at the back. There is no clubhouse, but you have the gym and the pool. If you are in Winchester, which is one of the condo communities right in the middle of Wachesaw East, you will have access to actually another swimming pool as well. So they have access to both pools. So if you're considering a condo and you're looking at Winchester, which is a wonderful condo community, you'll actually gain access to two pools, which is really neat. So guys, reach out with any further questions. There's a lot more to cover with Wachesaw East. I can talk to you a little bit more about the type of housing, how they were built, you know, siding type, floor plan models. Wachesaw East is not within a high-risk floodplain, at least at the time of this video in 2023. So you don't have to worry about getting into that. Another subject, maybe check out my Murrells Inlet video if you want to know more about floodplains, flood zones, flood insurance, all that good stuff. I cover that topic. Don't want to weigh you down, like I said, overwhelm you in this video with the time, but you can check out that video if you want to know more about that. But just know, after you watch that video, this is Wachesaw East is in a flood zone X at the time of this video here in 2023. So you would not be required to have flood insurance per your mortgage company. Again, I very hesitant to say that vaguely because it's such an in-depth topic. Please check out my other video for more info there. Thank you so much again, guys. I hope this video has been helpful. Always fun for me. So please reach out. You'll have my contact video in a minute. We're going to jump into the video footage now. God bless. Bye.